Good morning. It's morning here in Sweden, and it's November 23, 2023. And I wanted to recording only to say that uh, they didn't get any time of peace in Gaza. They are delayed the time when they are going to not have a war, only to exchange prisoners. And that was what I was telling you yesterday. I knew it already by the Spirit. And I say that I knew this about these two fighting people, that they are of the same sort, that we don't have here in Europe. It's very much psychology, strategy in the war in Gaza, and so they have not. Now it should have been today that they should not do any war, but then they say this morning that it was delay. They are going to fight today also, and but they do it in a different way, because they need to clean up what need to be cleaned up today, so those that they want to take or want to kill doesn't run away or hide, because what I am thinking is that they had a strategy, but the strategy was wrong. It's a glitch. It's a part in it that doesn't work out. They find out, so the time slipping away, and they need to do another way to stop that glitch, the running away, the hide in Gaza. And they going from home to home and take picture and take some people into prison. The Israel side do that. They go in houses, and it's like stop people from going back to their home to get something that they forget to take with them, and they stop it. So it seems like they want to hold people back, to force them to go to the south, and the rest that is there in the north will be killed. So they really want to have like a flock in the south to maybe to kill everyone that is in the south, because in the north they are going to be killed, all people that stay there. And there is people in the hospital that can't be moved, and they will be killed. It's cruel. The war is cruel, and that is not God. God doesn't kill. Is this people that think that they are chosen of God to be His people? But I have told you sometimes it's not how it's working, because one of the biggest thing was when I come back from Israel 2016, and I was asking God if I needed to live in Israel for Him to find me and coming down and talk to me. And you know how it is today. But this was 2016, when I didn't know anything about my DNA and that I belonged to Israel from the beginning. Not me as a person, but in my roots. I come from the Jewish roots. And I asked God, do I need to live in Israel for you to come and get me, or I see you? I don't know exactly how I ask God. But God, He answered immediately. And He say, I will find you wherever you are. So that means that God's people doesn't need to live in Israel, that country that men have put up here on earth to be. It's God doesn't see countries. God have no boundary, what is called borders. God see the whole planet in one. We all are God's people if we do what we should supposed to do. And the first thing we need to do is to come to know God. That's the primarity. That's the first thing we need to do, is to come to know God. And as we see is today, so few people know God, and they do their own will. They want their own wants, and they are greedy for their own, not for work with God, but their own greedy. And that's the biggest sin, to be greedy. And in that way that you take God to be behind everything of your wants, that God should come in the first place. But today is it that God is way behind everything that you want, what people want, what men want, because they don't listen at women so much. There is some few that they listen, but mostly is it like a laugh about what the woman is saying. And that's was the meaning, that I come here on earth from heaven. I was sent to test the world. And I am done with the test. I know it now. And God knows it. He knew it from the beginning. But he tests some people to see if they were his people. And those Jewish, they be very angry when I say this. But they are very greedy. They are very, very greedy. So they are not God's people. Some maybe are. I don't know. But I can tell that most of them is greedy. I take some contacts when I travel to Israel. Before I go to Israel this year, and 2022 and 2023, I took contact with many of the Jewish organization and asked them to get help from them and be invited into their places in Jerusalem. And they didn't answer me. And I get many still. I have blocked most of them, but still there is some that find me out because they change their email address. So that block I have, it doesn't work because it's another address they send it from. And the whole time is it to donate money to them. But they can't do anything. They couldn't help me at all. When I asked them before, I wrote to them that I am going to be in Jerusalem in December and asked them what I could do to learn more about the Jewish tradition. But they didn't answer me. Instead, I got emails that asked me to donate money to them. So, of course, I don't donate money. I don't donate money to them because my donate is that I come to Jerusalem, that I donated to them, that I was there a whole month and they could come to find me out and come to know me. That's my donation to Israel. And I have done that 4 times, my donation, by going there. I could do something else for that money I spend on traveling to Israel. I have never been interested to go to Israel as a country. The first time God was telling me the first time that I needed to go to Israel, and that was because I should meet this Swedish church leader, and he mocked me. He was very bad to me. And then I come to know that was his last traveling to Israel with people from Christian church from that church that he working from, because then he be Catholic man, and what he show us in Israel was most of it was Catholic churches we were in, and in the end of our traveling in Israel and Catholic church, I didn't go into this Catholic church anymore. I sit outside and wait for them to come out from those churches, because I was and have never been interested of Catholic Church. Of course, I have been into Catholic Church as a tourist, but not to believe in what they are doing and what they are saying. And that was the end of it when I was to the nuns, and I got these visions in the nuns' monastery, and they didn't want to talk to me, and so I have been to most of those religious groups and try to be accepted into those churches, and I have been to Jewish, and I have been to, I was to Israel, Samarian. I have been there, and now they are at the board in Nablus. There are small fights there, and it could have been avoided if they have accepted me, and then I could tell what God was telling. But they didn't want a woman to be a prophet, and so is it in many religions and traditions. Islam is the closest, because they are waiting also for Messiah, but they are not talking like it must be a man. But in Christianity, they are saying that the Messiah need to be a man, and it should be Jesus coming back, Jesus Christ coming back. It's closed. It's closed for a female to be the one Messiah. They are going to be so surprised when they realize that it was not a man Messiah, it was a female Messiah. That's gonna be really shocked for the whole world, because everyone is focused on a man. And I can't do anything, because I was sent from heaven to talk what God is telling me, but they don't want to listen at me. So I stand still today. I maybe get a message from heaven to travel away somewhere else. I don't know, because I don't think on my own. I listen to what God is saying. If He wants me to travel, I travel, and it doesn't matter that I don't have any money, because the money is coming to my bank account, like it did now when I was in Israel. And then he wanted me to do my website more, and because there was coming in money, it was already paid for 2 years more to have this website. So I need to work on it, and I need to, in some way, to get the money to could use my podcast, because now in December and January is coming bills to have my podcast running, or else I have to close it if I don't have money for it. And you know that it's all over the world that it's going tight with the money just now. And especially me that I am thankful that I live in a country where we have retirement. But my retirement is the lowest anyone could get. So it's only to survive on that money. And now when I have been in the hospital, laying in the hospital for some days, I need to pay the hospital also, not much money, but I need to pay for the bed. So it's about say $15 per day to lay in the hospital. But there is a bill. I was in the hospital twice last month, and so I have a big bill now that I need to pay, and I can't pay it. I am going to check it out today, what to do with it, because I don't have that money. So it's a very bad thing in economy, me also to lay in the hospital. Not only that I am ill in my body, but the bills that I have to pay, and I don't have this overflow. So I will see today if I can pay the bill and what to do with it. I am not stressed of it, because I can let it be, because I have so much bills laying from when I left Sweden for United States, and my husband, ex-husband, used me to build much bills to me. When I returned, I had lots of money to pay that he had done, and I couldn't pay it, and I still can't pay it, because I don't have that kind of money. And those there is a distinct it's like a board that I can see that where God give me money for me to do something that he wanted me to do, and then I can't take that money to pay my bills, because I need to do what God tell me to do. So it's different. I get lots of money, but it is for God's work, for the work for God, I get that money, and that should not be to pay the bills. So I need to pay the bills in other way. And if you should donate money to me, please write that you is for other things than God's work. It's God's work, everything, but it's special when it is to travel. But this donation money is maybe you write for other bills, and I could do this, pay the bills that need to be paid. The need to be paid is also the podcast bills. And so this, it's terrible day we have here. It's fall. It's November. It's not snow. It's not so cold, so it's falling snow, it's falling rain. And yesterday evening and night, it was storm here. So my garden look terrible. It's Jesus' garden, and it's look terrible because I can't walk out in when it's so cold weather as it is today. It's 0 Celsius degrees. I think it's 34 Fahrenheit, like that. And my brain can't take that cold weather. And it's a little wind also. And then is it rain, and I can't go out and clean up the garden. And then my brain can't take very hot weather either. So it start to be like heaven for my brain. So everything is directed to heaven. And of course it is for all people. I hope it will be like that for all people, that they direct it to heaven. You that listen, your life is directed to heaven. And you maybe have not thinking in the long run that is the target. Heaven is the target. It's not the life here on earth that is the target. You are not going to lay underground in the soil. It's not you that lay in there. It's the waste of your body that laying there. But you are going to immediately go into heaven when it's time for you to go. And there is it not like here. I have been to heaven, so I know what it is. It's no wind there, it's no rain, it's no snow there. It's just a perfect day with the sunshine. It's a blue sky. It's no clouds. It is not really hard sunbeams coming, because there is no sun in the sky. The sun is coming, the light is coming from that golden city, the city. that is where those people is coming to that have done good works here on earth. Those other people is going to be at the meadow around the golden city. They are going to be in the meadow and playing and have fun as children, and they are not going to remember anything about what have been done on earth, and they are staying as childs. And in the golden city there is people that can remember what have been done on earth, but only in the good ways. And then learning also, we're still learning in heaven. And there is many doors to open in heaven also. And it is no weather. You can't tell that is a weather there, because it's standing still. It's no wind, it's no cloud in the sky, it's no rain, it's no thunder, it's no snow, nothing. It's a perfect condition for the body and the mind there. Yeah, but you can't make a suicide to come to heaven faster. You need to wait for God to call you home. And He don't want you to make a suicide. He wants you to stand still and wait for Him to call you home. So thank you for listening. I'm going to make my day, even if it's rain and wind here. I have much to do every day. So God bless you, and I hope you have a nice day or night, what time you are in when you listen to this. God bless you.